Are you ready to poop? It's actually really simple. You just dig a hole, poop in it, cover it up, and you're good. But there's a little bit more to it than that. We're gonna get into the nitty-gritty details and find out what do you need to bring with you in order to have a great poop. Right now, we are on the lookout. We are searching for the perfect location to drop that magnificent deuce. Now, you gotta kind of fit it in the 200 feet triangle. What I mean by that is 200 feet away from the trail, 200 feet away from your campsite, and any water sources. Now, if you want some privacy, find you a big tree to hide behind, or maybe a big rock if that's what kind of environment you're in. But you want to be aware of where you're digging your cat hole. See, I host the Backpacking Podcast. One thing we talk about a lot is poop. John Kelly and I had Andrew Skirka on, which is one of the goats of backpacking, and he was telling us this story of how he set his tent up and then there was human feces on the bottom of his tent where somebody had digged a cat hole in a potential campsite location. So beware of the location you're going to put it in. That is step one to figuring out how to drop that great poop. I have several different positions for you to pick from to find the most comfortable way for you to poop. The first one is the simple squat. Exactly what you would think. You literally just squat over the hole that you dug and you poop in it. Our second position is the orangutan hang. And you pick a tree to hold on to, you wrap your arms around it, and then you stick your butt over the cat hole as you're kind of squatting down using the tree as leverage, and you let her fly. Our third position is one of my favorites. It is the butt droop. You basically find a log kind of like the one I'm sitting on right now, and you let your butt droop over, and you dig your cat hole on the back side. You let it drop, and you're good to go. This is kind of like a toilet seat, if you will. Our fourth position is what I like to call the middleman. You either find two trees that are parallel to each other on the ground where you can kind of sit where you got a cheek on each one and then you can do your business. Or what would be the perfect find would be like a Y-shaped log or stick that'll hold your weight, and then that is exactly like a toilet seat. Very, very comfy, but very hard to find. Our fifth position is butt on the tree. A lot of people like to do this on an incline where you're facing uphill and you have a tree on your back. You lean up against it, you push against it for leverage, and then you can do your business. Now on this position, you might have to rake your poop into the hole because you could miss. Our sixth position is kind of a funny one. I call it the break dancer. This one I found online. You're basically on all fours. I haven't tried it myself, so if you have, comment below and let me know how well it worked for you. Number 7 and 8 actually involves a piece of gear, so if you want to check them out, I will link them and all the pieces of gear that we talk about in today's video in the description below. But number 7 is the crap strap. I've been seeing this one online a lot. A bunch of people have sent it to us on the podcast. It is basically a strap that goes around a tree and then around your lower back to give you leverage to lean against in order to do your business while you're kind of squatting. And then number 8 is my personal favorite. You may have recently seen it on Dixie from Homemade Wanderlust's channel. It is the PORTA PRIVY poop hammock. It's basically a hammock seat that has a hole in the middle, and then you sit in there between two trees that are kind of shoulder width or a little bit more apart, and you have a toilet seat. I use this whenever my wife and I go to because it gives her a toilet seat. We can set it up near camp and then she can sit down and pee whenever she needs to. And now it is time to take a look into my Hilltop Packs poop kit to see exactly what I bring with me on trail in order to enjoy my poops. The first thing is a nice clean dry spot. In order to lay out all my stuff, I use the Z Seat by Thermarest. And then my Hilltop Packs roll bag. This helps keep everything dry because I keep my poop kit on the outside of my pack. For quick use, I have some toilet paper. I also have a bidet that helps keep everything clean, washes away. I pair that with some wipes, works perfectly. These are by Sea to Summit, they're wilderness wipes. I have some anti-monkey butt to keep me from chafing down there. I also have some soap to wash my hands afterward. And lastly, I have my 6.5 inch Apex Giant Dirt Diggler. And this thing is how I dig my cat holes. Apex Giant is actually today's video sponsor, and I wanted to show you a few of my favorite pieces of hardware that they sell and share a code with you so you can save some money if you're interested in buying something too. They have EDC stuff, they have coffee stuff, as well as fire stuff, but let's take a look at some of their hardware. 2 different size dirt digglers. I like the smaller one because it's a little lighter, the 6.5 inch, but they also have an 8 inch. Now, if you want to hang your bear bag, which you can buy from Hilltop Packs, you have the bear bag toggle. So you can do the PCT style, or what I prefer is the dog bone. And to hang my backpack, I use the speed hanger. This thing does absolutely fantastic and keeps my backpack off the ground. Now, if you want to check out the website, I'll link it below. It is apexgiant.com/Jeremiah. If you want to help support the channel, go through that link and then use my code Jeremiah to get 5% off of your entire purchase. So get on there, check out all their different stuff, and enjoy. I want to wrap up the video with what I call the act. Now, I'm not actually going to show myself pooping, but I wanted to run through the steps so we have a clear understanding. So first of all, you want to dig a 6 to 8 inch hole, and probably dig it ahead of time, not whenever it's an emergency, because then leave no trace kind of goes out the window and you're not really worried about burying your poop. Second of all, you want to get in position and poop over that cat hole, whatever position that you prefer out of the 8 that I picked, or be creative and make your own up. Then you want to cover your poop with dirt, leaves, biodegradable material. Some people like to bury their toilet paper, bury their wipes, depending on if they're biodegradable, or you may live in a part of the country where you can't bury those things. You actually might even have to use a dog bag or a wag bag in order to carry your poop out with you, but I live on the East Coast and we don't really have to do that very much. And then I don't know if everybody does this, but when I'm in a very popular poop location, maybe I'm on like the Appalachian Trail or a heavily populated location where this is basically the designated place to poop, I mark it. So you can either put like X's on it with a couple sticks, or maybe stick a couple of sticks in there, or cover it up with a rock or something like that. But I try to make it obvious that you shouldn't dig here because this poop hole is already taken. And then lastly, you want to clean yourself up. Now, if you poop in the morning, what I like to do is use that opportunity to not only clean myself down there, but also in the front, under my armpits. I usually work from my face and then work my way down, not from my feet and work my way up, because I think that's kind of gross. And then wash your hands afterward, or please, at the very least, use some hand sanitizer. I want you to comment below and tell me, what did I forget in this video? How do you poop? What should we add? If you enjoyed, make sure you give me one of these, subscribe to the channel, and kick that notification bell for the latest notifications. We'll see you in the next one.